Have you ever thought about what you'd do if a stroke struck and you were completely alone? For seniors, this reality can feel even more daunting. But what if I told you there are powerful, simple actions you can take immediately, even when no one is around, to boost your chances of survival? This video is precisely for you, the 60-plus generation who might face this terrifying situation alone. We'll walk through 5 life-saving tips that every senior must know to survive a stroke when help isn't right there. No fluff, just clear, practical advice designed to empower you to act fast and save your own life. Stick around because what you learn here could truly be a lifesaver. And I promise it's easier to remember than you think. Let's get right to it. Number 1, recognizing the signs and acting immediately. When it comes to surviving a stroke or heart attack, the very first thing that can make or break your chances is recognizing the warning signs and acting without hesitation. You see, time is absolutely critical because every moment that passes without treatment, your brain and heart tissue are at risk of irreversible damage. Many seniors hesitate or dismiss mild symptoms, thinking it's just indigestion or fatigue. But that delay can cost precious minutes or even hours. For example, consider James, a 73-year-old retired teacher, who felt a sudden numbness in his face and weakness in one arm while reading his morning paper. Instead of shrugging it off, he immediately dialed emergency services and used the simple technique we'll discuss next. That quick action made all the difference. He got treated early and made a remarkable recovery. The reason recognizing signs early is so crucial lies in how strokes and heart attacks unfold. A stroke might start with sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or difficulty understanding speech, along with numbness or weakness, particularly on one side of the body. A heart attack often begins with chest discomfort, shortness of breath, cold sweats, or even sudden dizziness. Unfortunately, many seniors overlook these signs or feel embarrassed to call for help, fearing they might bother anyone or overreact. But here's the truth: acting fast saves lives, and it's never a bother to seek immediate assistance. From a psychological standpoint, fear and denial can cloud judgment during these moments. It's natural to hope symptoms will pass, but that hope can be deadly if it delays calling emergency services. Learning to trust your body and respond decisively is a form of self-respect and self-care, empowering you to take control even when alone. It's a mindset shift that can change outcomes dramatically. So the first life-saving tip is to educate yourself thoroughly on the symptoms of stroke and heart attack, and prepare yourself mentally to act immediately. Don't ignore your body's signals or worry about causing a fuss. Respond with urgency and confidence. Keep emergency numbers handy, and if possible, consider wearing a medical alert device that can summon help quickly. This proactive approach isn't just about knowledge, it's about embracing a survival mindset, especially important for seniors who may face these events alone. Remember, the difference between calling for help at the first sign or waiting can be measured in the quality and length of your life. Number 2, the power of self-help techniques when alone. When you find yourself alone during a stroke or heart attack, the sense of isolation can feel overwhelming. But it's critical to remember that you are not powerless. There are practical, life-saving techniques you can apply right away to protect your heart and brain while waiting for emergency responders. One of the most important is the self-administered cough CPR method, which can help maintain blood flow and oxygen circulation, buying crucial time. Let me share the story of Helen, a 78-year-old grandmother who lived alone and faced a sudden heart attack one afternoon. She remembered hearing about the cough CPR technique from a health seminar and immediately started coughing forcefully every couple of seconds while dialing 911. Her steady action helped keep her conscious and stabilized until help arrived. Cough CPR works because coughing forces the heart to pump blood, preventing it from stopping completely, which is especially vital in those first minutes when every heartbeat counts. This technique isn't widely known or taught in everyday medical advice, but for seniors living alone, it can mean the difference between life and death. Along with this, simple breathing exercises designed to increase oxygen intake can further support the body during a crisis. Deep, slow breaths can calm panic and improve oxygen saturation, essential when the heart is struggling. Understanding and applying these self-help techniques requires a combination of knowledge and mental preparedness. Many seniors hesitate because they worry about doing the wrong thing or worsening their condition, but the risk of inaction far outweighs the risk of trying. In fact, training yourself mentally and physically to respond with these techniques can build confidence and reduce fear in emergencies. Practicing them regularly, even without a crisis, can help them become second nature. Helen's experience is a powerful example. When her heart started pounding and chest pain hit, panic could have taken over. But instead, she stayed calm and applied what she knew. She kept coughing firmly and evenly, and even managed to reach her phone to call for help. This steady resolve kept her conscious and breathing, providing her body with precious support until paramedics arrived and took over. So, the second life-saving tip is to equip yourself with practical, self-help techniques and prepare mentally to use them confidently. It's not about being a medical expert, but about being proactive and ready to take simple actions that protect your life. This preparation can greatly increase your chances of survival and recovery. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, the critical role of recognizing early warning signs. One of the greatest challenges seniors face during a heart attack or stroke, when alone, is recognizing the early warning signs quickly and accurately. Many ignore subtle symptoms, attributing them to age or other chronic conditions, but this delay can be fatal. Knowing what to look for and trusting your instincts can be the difference between immediate action and tragic delay. Let me tell you about Carl, a 75-year-old retired teacher, who felt a mild but unusual discomfort in his chest one quiet morning. Instead of brushing it off, Carl remembered the importance of listening to his body and decided to act quickly. Early warning signs of a heart attack often include chest pressure, shortness of breath, sudden weakness, cold sweat, or nausea. Strokes might begin with sudden numbness or weakness in the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side of the body, confusion, difficulty speaking, or severe headache. These symptoms might be fleeting or mild initially, but ignoring them is dangerous. Carl felt mild chest tightness and a bit of dizziness, but didn't panic. He immediately sat down, focused on steady breathing, and reached for his phone to call emergency services. Recognizing these signs isn't just about physical symptoms, but also understanding what's normal for you and what isn't. Many seniors live with chronic ailments that can mask or confuse these warning signals. This is why education and awareness are so vital. Carl's prior education through health workshops and his regular conversations with his doctor empowered him to take swift, decisive action when the symptoms appeared. This awareness likely saved his life. Psychologically, understanding early symptoms helps reduce denial and fear, common responses that cause hesitation. When you can name what's happening, you can move from confusion to action. Carl's confidence in recognizing danger allowed him to overcome fear and reach out for help immediately, despite being alone. This emotional readiness complements physical preparedness and can drastically improve outcomes. It's also crucial to share this knowledge with friends, family, and caregivers. The more people around you who know the signs, the better the chance someone will notice if you can't call for help yourself. But ultimately, the responsibility starts with you. Regular health checkups, discussions with your doctor about your risk factors, and keeping a symptom journal can deepen your understanding of your body's signals. Another aspect of this pillar is the importance of immediate response. Once you notice these warning signs, don't hesitate or second-guess yourself. Call 911 immediately and describe your symptoms clearly. Paramedics can start life-saving treatment on the way to the hospital. Carl did exactly this. He didn't wait for the symptoms to worsen or disappear. He called for help at the first sign, leading to quick intervention and a full recovery. Seniors often worry about being a burden or overreacting. But when it comes to strokes or heart attacks, every minute counts. Carl's story teaches us that taking action early, even if it feels inconvenient or embarrassing, is vital. Your life is worth any temporary discomfort or worry. So, the third life-saving tip is to educate yourself deeply on the early warning signs of stroke and heart attack and to trust those instincts to act fast. This knowledge and confidence are your first line of defense in protecting your life when you are alone. Number 4. The life-saving power of the right positioning and breathing techniques. When a heart attack or stroke strikes and you're alone, the way you position your body and control your breathing can dramatically influence your chances of survival. It's not just about waiting for help to arrive. Your immediate actions can ease symptoms, improve oxygen flow, and reduce stress on your heart and brain. This is why knowing how to position yourself properly and use breathing techniques is essential knowledge for every senior. Let me share with you the experience of Helen, a 78-year-old woman who suffered a mild stroke at home while alone. She felt sudden weakness on one side and was scared, but she remembered advice from a community health seminar. Helen sat down, leaned slightly forward, resting her elbows on her knees, and took slow, deliberate breaths. This simple adjustment helped her breathe easier, reduced dizziness, and allowed her to stay calm until paramedics arrived. Proper positioning during a cardiac or stroke emergency can help manage symptoms and prevent complications. For instance, sitting upright or slightly forward can relieve pressure on the lungs and heart, making it easier to breathe and reducing the strain on the heart muscle. Lying flat might worsen symptoms like shortness of breath. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, try to sit or lie down to prevent falls, but avoid lying flat on your back unless absolutely necessary. Breathing plays a crucial role in maintaining oxygen levels and calming your nervous system. Deep, slow breaths can help reduce panic and lower heart rate, which is vital because panic can increase blood pressure and oxygen demand, worsening the situation. Helen used a technique of inhaling slowly through her nose, holding her breath for a few seconds and then exhaling gently through pursed lips. This method helped her stay composed and maintain better oxygen intake during her emergency. The psychological benefit of these techniques cannot be overstated. Fear and panic are common during emergencies, and they can lead to poor decisions or physical exhaustion. By focusing on body positioning and controlled breathing, you create a sense of control and calm, which improves your ability to think clearly and act decisively. Seniors who are prepared with this knowledge and practice these techniques regularly are better equipped to face emergencies. Practicing breathing exercises daily can build muscle memory, so in moments of crisis, it becomes second nature. Helen's story is a perfect example of how simple but effective strategies can make a life-saving difference. Additionally, having a phone within reach, ideally with emergency numbers pre-programmed, is essential. Combining proper positioning and breathing with prompt communication can dramatically improve outcomes. Helen was able to call 911 while maintaining calm, which allowed paramedics to arrive quickly and provide treatment. Remember, these strategies are not substitutes for medical care, but crucial first steps to support your body when immediate help is not available. The right posture and breathing techniques help buy precious time, reduce complications, and increase the chances of survival. Taking these steps can make all the difference. It's about empowering yourself with practical tools to manage your health even in the toughest moments. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, the critical importance of recognizing early warning signs and acting fast. When facing a heart attack or stroke alone, time isn't just money, it's survival. Recognizing early warning signs and acting immediately can be the difference between life and death, and between full recovery or lasting damage. This is especially true for seniors, whose symptoms might sometimes be subtle or mistaken for less serious issues. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old man who experienced unusual fatigue and mild chest discomfort one morning while he was home alone. Instead of brushing it off, Robert remembered the importance of early recognition and called emergency services right away. Because he acted quickly, doctors were able to administer treatment that minimized heart damage and saved his life. His story shows the power of knowing what to look for and not hesitating to seek help. Early warning signs of a heart attack often include chest pain or pressure, shortness of breath, nausea, lightheadedness, and pain radiating to the arms, neck, or jaw. For strokes, common signs are sudden numbness or weakness in the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side, confusion, trouble speaking or understanding speech, difficulty seeing in one or both eyes, trouble walking, dizziness, and loss of balance or coordination. These symptoms can appear suddenly or develop gradually, but they are always urgent. The challenge is that seniors may sometimes dismiss these symptoms as normal signs of aging, or attribute them to less dangerous conditions like indigestion or fatigue. This mindset can be deadly. Recognizing that these symptoms require immediate medical attention can literally save your life or reduce the severity of long-term effects. One of the reasons early recognition is so vital is because treatments like clot-busting drugs or emergency surgery are most effective when administered quickly, often within the first few hours of symptom onset. Every minute counts. Delaying medical care increases the risk of permanent heart or brain damage, disability, or death. Moreover, seniors living alone must have a clear plan to act when symptoms arise. This includes having emergency phone numbers accessible, Knowing how to describe symptoms clearly to dispatchers, and even having neighbors or friends alerted if possible. Being proactive can speed up the response time and improve outcomes. Psychologically, fear and denial often delay action. You might feel embarrassed or reluctant to call for help, thinking the symptoms will pass or that you don't want to trouble anyone. But these feelings can put your health at great risk. Accepting that asking for help is a strength, not a weakness, is crucial for survival. Training yourself and your loved ones to recognize these warning signs can make a big difference. Educational programs, regular health checkups, and open conversations about symptoms and emergencies empower you to take control when it matters most. Robert's experience is a clear reminder. Knowing the signs and responding immediately can protect your health and extend your life. It's not just about avoiding panic, but about understanding what your body's telling you and acting swiftly. Prepare yourself to act decisively and without delay. This knowledge is your best defense against the unexpected. Final thoughts. Now that we've gone through these life-saving tips, it's clear just how crucial it is to be prepared, especially when facing a heart attack or stroke alone after 60. None of us wants to imagine being in such a vulnerable situation, but the reality is that it can happen to anyone. That's why knowing what to do immediately, recognizing symptoms, staying calm, calling for help, and using what's around you is not just important, it's essential. You might be thinking, I'm healthy, I don't need to worry about this. Or I have family around me, so I'll be fine. While that hope is natural, life often throws unexpected challenges. Sometimes help isn't right there when you need it most. Preparing yourself with knowledge and practical steps is the best way to protect your independence and your life. Please take a moment now to share what you've learned. Leave a comment below telling us which tip resonated most with you and how you plan to use this knowledge in your daily life. Your experiences and thoughts are important to us and help build a supportive community where seniors empower each other. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support motivates us to continue creating content that informs, uplifts, and inspires. Together, we can face these challenges with courage and confidence. Thank you for joining us today. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, you have the power to protect your life, even in the toughest moments. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.